All right, how's everybody doing? All right, sweet. All right, let's get it going. All right, so I hope everybody's doing amazing. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Um, is there a time limit for when it's no longer possible? Not sure what that means. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. How's it going, man? Just call Experian to dispute some late payments. Stacking bread and chips. Do not call them. Do not call them. I need you on the masterclass. Do not call them. I'm gonna go over a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. So let me tell you a little bit about this. Don't call them. Like guys, if you have negative items on your credit, leave it alone until the masterclass. Do not delete anything from your credit until after the masterclass. I use the mortgage leader template you have available. I sent it a month ago. Still no response. They haven't removed it. What's my next step? Do not delete anything from your credit until after the masterclass. I'm going to say this again. Do not delete anything from your credit until after the masterclass, guys. Just wherever the dispute is, leave it alone until after the masterclass. Because once you come to the masterclass, you will have a different output on what you want to do. Are we good? Like, do not dispute anything else on your credit until after June 15th. Just leave it alone. Don't do it. All right. So the master class is, I keep forgetting the numbers. Let me tell y'all right now. The master class is dum dum dum. All right, let me tell you the prices now. Just give me a second. All right. All right, let's see the tickets. Okay, so the ticket prices are $97 for general admission and $297 for brain picker. Guys, that is easy. That's less. Like, come on, like it's time to go. It's time to go. All right, it's time to go. Do not dispute anything on your credit until after the masterclass. Okay. All right. So I have a program. The masterclass is for a program that I am launching. All right. So let me tell you about this program. The program that I'm launching is called the Consumer Law Connoisseur Program. This program, I'll be specifically focused on getting paid for bad credit. Is it virtual? Yes. Right? The focus of this new program, Consumer Law Connoisseur, is strictly getting paid for bad credit. That's the only focus for this program. All right. This program, I am only taking 25 persons. There's only 25 persons that I'm taking into this program. So if you look on your screen, right, whether you're on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, I'm only taking 25 persons inside of this program. It's not going to be a big program. The sole purpose for this program is getting paid for bad credit. That's it. It's a 4-month program, and the only thing we're focusing on is how to get paid for bad credit. We're not focusing on anything else. So for those of you that wants to be a part of this program, it's the first 25 persons. 5 seats have already been taken, so there's 20 seats left. 5 seats have already been taken. There's only 20 seats left. So if you come in paid, so if you're on here and you want to be a part of the Consumer Law Connoisseur, the only focus for that program is getting paid for bad credit, meaning that I'm going to show you guys how you get paid, literally 4 things on your credit. That's the only purpose for that program. All right. So comment the word paid if you want to be a part of that 20 remaining seats that's left. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, all you need to do is text the word paid. Text the word paid to 917-993-5238. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, all you need to do is text the word paid. Text the word paid to 917-993-5238 to join the new program. All right. The masterclass that we're having, the masterclass is where I will be giving people more information on the program. So the masterclass that's coming up, how to get paid for bad credit, this masterclass is for that program. All right. So the masterclass. So once, if you sign up for the Consumer Law Connoisseur program today, you get free tickets to the masterclass automatically, because the masterclass is the class that leads into the new program. Is everybody following? Like, I'm just making sure that I didn't confuse anybody. The masterclass, June 15th. The how to get paid for bad credit, that's happening June 15th. This is the class that is leading into the Consumer Law Connoisseur program, where we're specifically, hey Dana, where we're specifically focusing on how do you get paid for things on your credit. So let me give you guys an example. Dana Kristen, she's a very good friend of mine, right? And she does funding, right? She does funding. I think right now she's done like over 5 million or more in funding. So Dana's people that does funding, they get inquiries, right? A lot of people don't know that you can get paid for inquiries on your credit not tied to open accounts. A lot of people don't know that. So what I'll be teaching in the Consumer Law Connoisseur program is inquiries on your credit not tied to open accounts. How can you get paid for those accounts? How can you get paid for soft inquiries? How can you get paid for inquiries? How can you get paid for collections? In the program, I'll be teaching how to get paid for late payments. So when I say if you have negative items on your credit, do not stop disputing it. Just stop. Stop. Yes, you heard me right. Stop. Do not dispute anything else until after the masterclass. Don't dispute another item. Don't call no TransUnion. Don't call Equifax. Don't call Experian. Don't call LexisNexis. Wherever you are in your dispute process, stop. Do not delete another item off your credit until after the masterclass, because I'm going to show you guys things that's on your credit. By doing the dispute a specific way, you can potentially get paid for it. Like, is everybody getting what I'm saying? Guys, I want to know that everybody understands what I'm saying. Does everybody get what I'm saying? Do not call Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, or LexisNexis. Do not send out another dispute letter. Don't do it. Wait until after the masterclass. Don't do it. Does everybody get what I'm saying? Yes? Does everybody get it? Yes, potential get paid. By law, Diamond, I can't make any promises. This is law. I cannot make any promises to you. What I can show you is the methodology of how to get it done. So yes, I have to use the word potential because I don't want to be caught on deceptive marketing. So I am very transparent. So the FTC says you can't make promises, and I'm not making any promises. I am potentially showing you how you can use this information to get paid. All right? So good catch right there. All right. So do not, I'm talking to you. Do not send out another dispute letter until after the masterclass. This is very important because I will be going through the steps. The steps are very important. The reason why y'all not getting any results is because you don't know the correct dispute flow. And some of you are going to say, well, Daraine, I got Metro 2. Yeah, and that's fine. But you won't get paid using a Metro 2 dispute. The only way that gets you paid is consumer law. All right? Consumer law dispute is the only dispute methodology that's going to get you paid. Metro 2 will not get you paid. Consumer law gets you paid via arbitration, small claims, or class action, or you go federal or state. Consumer law gets you paid. And this is what this program is for. The program, I am only taking 25 people. There's already 5 seats that are already taken. There's already 5 seats that are already taken in this program. So for those of you that wants to be, do you have a consumer law for beginners? Yes, I teach you step by step. It's not advanced consumer law. QUAY. I'm gonna say Quay. Quay. It's from the beginning. We gotta go back to the basics. So if you're wondering if it's too advanced for you, it's not. It is perfect because I'm breaking it down from step one, from round one all the way to round three. I am getting texts from these people telling me they have a case number and wanting me to call them. Um, you can answer the call. Answer the call, right? Answer the call and let them know that they should send all correspondence in the mail. You can answer it. Don't ignore it. Answer it. So if they're texting you, see if it's a callback number, and you tell them to direct all communication through the United States Postal Office or Post Office or services. So do not ignore. If you're being called by debt collectors, don't ignore them. If you are being summoned to court, do not ignore it. If they sent you a validation letter, do not ignore it. Just make sure you keep it. I'll be breaking down the requirements on the 15th. So I'm telling you guys, the masterclass on the 15th gets you into the program. If you're not in the masterclass, you won't be a part of the program, because once you sign up for the program, you automatically get a ticket to the masterclass. So like I said, there's only 20 seats remaining. There's only 20 seats remaining in the consumer law connoisseur program that I'll be doing. And the sole purpose of this program is teaching you how to get paid for items on your credit. The only purpose is to get paid. All right. Yes, deletions are secondary, but the main focus for this program is getting paid. So if you are interested in getting paid for items on your credit, this is the program that I'll be teaching that in. So if you're on Instagram and you just joined, just comment the word paid. If you want to be a part of this elite 25 that I'm going to be personally working with, you need to you need to comment the word paid if you're on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, look at your screen and you're going to see text the word paid. So text paid to 917-993-5238. I gotta run and go shopping, so I gotta run, but make sure you listen to this man. He knows what he's saying. Thank you very much, Tori. Thank you very much. All right. So this class, ladies and gentlemen, specifically is how do you get paid? How do I get paid for items on my credit? This class is going to be teaching about that. What is the dispute process like? There's a specific dispute process that must be followed, and this dispute process will potentially give you the ammunition you need to get paid. And this is what this course is all about. It is a 4-month course, and it's laser focused on specifically getting paid for items on your credit. That's all this program is for. If by graduation of this program and you decide to come over to the university, then no, we'll talk about that later. But this program specifically is for getting paid. What's up? You want to say hello?
Yes.
So come and say hello.
Hello.
Instagram ain't seeing you. You gotta come. You gotta come closer, bro. Look, see. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, good. Give daddy a kiss. All right, go about your business. All right. So, like I was saying, this program specifically, right, is for how to get paid for bad credit. This is all it is about, right? It's all about that. All right. So the topic here that we're gonna speak about today is repossessions, right? Where is it? We're going to speak about repossessions. Now, a lot of you don't know that you can get paid for repossessions. Let me see the hands of everybody that know that if your rights for repossessions have been violated, you can get paid. How many persons know that if you are violated, if your rights are violated when it comes to repossessions, you can potentially get paid, have the repossession deficiency balance totally wiped clean? How many people know that you can get that done? How many people know that you can actually get paid if the repossession is in violation of your consumer rights? How many of you know this, that you can actually get paid if the repo guy violated your consumer rights? How many people know? All right. So right now, I am going to yeah. I'm gonna go over some stuff right now, and it's gonna shock you. It's gonna shock some of you, but you don't know what you don't know, and this is why I'm here to bring you that information. All right. So we're gonna talk about some of the common. I'm gonna list about 7 common repossession violations. Right. So I'll see you in class on the 15th. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so the first violation for repossession is a breach of peace, right? The second one is consumer objection. The third most common um, illegal practices when they're repoing vehicle is trespassing, believe it or not. The fourth one is repossessing an occupied vehicle, right? The fifth most common repossession violation is threat of force, right? The sixth most common repossession violation is police involvement. And the seventh repossession most common violation is spot delivery or yo-yo sale. So I'm gonna be going over this right now, and then we're gonna break it down. So today, I during the week I spoke about inquiries. We spoke about late payments, charge off, collections. Like, guys, I am showing you that all the accounts that you have on your credit, with this specialized knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, you can potentially get paid for this. If your rights have been violated, yes, you can get paid for this stuff. And this is what I'll be teaching inside of this program. Okay? So make sure you guys are locked in. Comment the word paid if you want to be a part of the Elite 25 that I'm going to be teaching this skill. The only way to get it, guys, is to be registered. There's no other way to get it. There's absolutely no other way for you to get this. You have to be a part of the masterclass, and I'm going to teach you this specialized skill that we've been using. It is a skill that is known in the consumer law industry. It is a specialized skill how to get paid. And this isn't something I'm making up. You can get paid with the right dispute method. You can get paid for items on your credit. And this is what we're going to go over. So right now, we're going to go over the 7 most common repossession violation that that consumer faces every day. So I'm going to give you some inform. I'm going to tell you what it is, give you some background information, and then I'll give you my consumer law input from there. So the first thing is breach of peace. A lot of people don't know when a repo man or repo woman breach the peace. What is the breach of peace? A lot of people don't know. 100 minimum, 1,000 maximum, 500,000 in class action. All right, Credit Yoda, you are on point. Oh, I see all the guys coming in. So I see Mr. Royal, Credit, I see Credit Yoda. Shit, let's talk about it. Yoda and Royal, jump on the live. Royal and Yoda, jump on the live, bro. Let's talk about repossessions right now. All right, so The breach of peace. What is the breach of peace? So, the breach of peace, when lenders can take a car back from a consumer and they fail to make, so this is how the repossession thing works, right? When lenders can take a car back, if the consumer fails to make loan payments, they must still obey the law and not cause a breach of peace. Broadly, this means the financial institutions and their agents, the repossession companies. So, if Capital One is the quote unquote finance company, right? And they send out 123 repossession company to repo the car. 123 repo agency is a agent of Capital One. Are y'all following what I'm saying? So whatever violations the repo company does is as a reflection of its employer, Capital One. So the repo company is an agent of Capital One acting in that capacity. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? So what are the most this breach of peace is the most common violation. So agents, you missed the payment. Okay, but they cannot engage in conduct that is likely to cause disturbance or violence called breach of peace. The following are the most common ways to see the finance companies and repossession agencies breach the peace during a vehicle repossession. These tactics will also convert what is otherwise a perfectly legal repossession process into an illegal one, opening the door to remedy for consumers. So let's talk about ways that they can breach the peace. Yoda, what's going on, bro? You got anything regarding repossession?
Yeah, like you were saying, bro, and shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for allowing me on your platform. You always dropping a lot of game, man. So, bro, been spitting like this since I met him. So, I just want people to understand, it's a lot of hate that be on this internet when it comes to bro, and I just want people to understand, like, he been thorough with me the whole time I known him. I ain't never heard him do no foul stuff. So the stuff he's telling y'all, I done read, and it is in these books. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of times we get in this consumer law lane, and it's like, oh, well, I heard you could do this, and you could, but y'all not reading. Mm-hmm. You can't get on somebody live all day, and you listen to them speaking, and you think you're going to take a couple laws, write them down, and then you could use this. Like, you got, because this how this go. If you got to take it to court, and you saying you're not gonna get an attorney, you're gonna show it for yourself. Well, this is what's gonna happen. You may know a law, but do you know what jurisdiction you under? And you can't be talking Title 15 in a courtroom. So at the end of the day, it's like the judge is gonna challenge you. Okay, you saying this? Okay, she's gonna ask you this, or he gonna ask you that, and you got to be able to bounce back as fast as they ask you. Because as soon as they feel like you don't know what you're talking about, boom, they got you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you're saying you're going to sue, remember, you got to stand on them words, because they can countersue you. So it's like, know when it's time to, as we say all the time, at most one of the four at max letters you sending out. And if they're not complying, now legally, if you've been saving your proofs and you got your exhibits, then you can go and go the court route. But don't be going to no courtroom and you don't have nothing to justify what you're saying. You don't have no proof. You didn't line anything up, because you should be, writing down people's names when you get on phones. You should have all the information, what time you called. Like, this is stuff they're going to, and I know it sounds like it's a lot of details and you got to do this and you got to do that. But if you're saying you want remedy and you want to be paid for something, the only way you're getting paid in a check is if you can prove what you're standing on.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Exactly. So it's like an attorney, yes, it's cool, but you got to remember too, do you really want to put all your trust in somebody to defend you? This is why, like, when he says you got to read this stuff, and it's not just I read it one time. This is an over lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And I know these words may be difficult, and there's different things you can do to there's Black Law Dictionary to break things down and things of that nature. But it's like, repo is not supposed to be even furnished on a credit report. That's one.
Well, it's the reason why we have communities. It's the reason why we have the Credit Yoda community. It's the reason why we have the Credit Repair Made Easy Academy and the community, because together, the hive mind together can achieve much more.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, and I'm just happy that, the people who do take this stuff serious, they get their results and they understand. It's like, don't panic. You see something pop up, all right, it's like, all right, let me first of all take screenshots of what you're seeing on your credit report. Because if they take it off of one reporting agency, they got to take it off of them all. You know what I mean? So if it's an account that's reporting to all three, it's the same account. They can't just take it off of one and then you took it off of one, all right, let's take it off the other two.
And then Yoda, I'm glad you brought that point up. So I'm gonna just put a comma right there for a second, right? So they took it off of one consumer reporting agency, but they left it on the other ones, and you disputed it the same way, right? Well, after round one, round two, round three is either a settlement letter or it's time for arbitration or we're going to small claims. Like, guys, the round four, round five, round six, we're not doing that stuff no more. We are too educated to be doing that. Ain't nobody playing this tap dance with none of them. You're either going to send me what I require, the proof of what I require for you to accurately furnish this information, or you're going to delete it. We're not going around with this back and forth dance anymore. 3 rounds max.
And another thing I'll say too, before anybody even talk about suing anybody, just make sure you do everything that you were supposed to do, because that's another thing the judge is going to ask. You saying things are not yours, sir, but I'm looking at your credit report from the proofs, and you still got these addresses on here and things of that nature that they're saying is valid and verified.
So, Yoda, you keep bringing up good points. People are saying the account is not mine. Unless the account truly does not belong to you, that is not a way to dispute items. And it's one of the reasons why y'all keep getting verified and accurate and validated, and y'all don't know what to do. If the account is yours, it's fine. There's different ways to dispute it. The reason why you guys are using this account is not mine is because people made this thing about identity theft so popular. Everybody's like, oh, it's not mine, I'm going to do identity theft. You're putting fraud alerts on your credit for no reason.
I'm gonna say this too, just to add. So, and they not going like this, but whatever. Listen, when you're going through credit restoration, you guys, consultations are needed. Okay, review. What do they call them? Like, the consultation is so that you're getting your education as well as you're getting understanding. So when you're going through the process, you're not sitting here like, okay, what's going on? I didn't know this. No, I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I need you to have, and in a consultation, first of all, a lot of y'all just giving y'all money. And you just say, okay, whatever. No, you get in the consultation. It should be on a Zoom call. You should be able to see what they talking about. Your credit monitoring should be up. This way, when you getting off that call, you okay, this is how we go. All right, boom. There should be a plan put in place. You know what I'm saying? You guys are going into this, you thinking that, okay, the credit space, I'm not going to lie, this I always say this, like, it's not the same when I stepped in, because everybody in their mind, you'll have a client one week, next week they doing credit repair. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we got to stop all this. One, if you're not going to dedicate yourself to reading FCRA, FDCPA, Truth in Lending, Equal Credit Opportunity, Bills of Rights, Bills of Exchange. Like, it gets deeper when you're talking about going towards UCC. But what I'm just saying is just the basics of you need to know the FCRA and FDCPA. Those are the two books.
At a minimum.
You got to get those two books, because we talking about, okay, Yoda, how do you deal with debt collection? Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Yoda, how you deal with fairness and accuracy? The FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's in the name.
And I'd say Equal Credit Opportunity Act too, because if you use any of the laws and adverse action is taken against you, you need to know the law that protects you for that.
You got rights. The reason why we send out dispute letters, because the judge is going to say, did you put them on notice? Did you send out information? Did you have your proof? So why ain't got? It's like going to the store and you're gonna need this amount of money, and you just say I got it, and then you don't. So it's like I'd rather go prepared the first time than not have my stuff in order. So we're going to send out these. I don't care what y'all heard. You know, we're not disputing through no third-party websites and stuff like that because you're waiving rights. Because
take the fight to them.
Copy. You don't have a copy of nothing now. So when you go, if you was, where did you dispute? Well, I disputed through here. But where's the copy of the letters or anything you sent out? Well, where's the certified mail slips? Where's the return slips? Where's the receipts? Like, they're going to ask you for all this stuff. So it's like we sending out letters for proof. The first day when you're dealing with this, you should be updating your personal information. That letter going to take 30 or 45 business days. So that same day, we calling and reporting. And let me say this about this calling phone method. It still works. It's still a great method. It works. Okay? I need y'all to understand something. I know you guys are not credit specialists, but imagine what people had to do when they were learning credit to start their businesses. We sitting on the phones just like y'all was. And they got it to now where you call, they saying your name before you can even say, hey, how you doing? They already know who you are. So when somebody gives you a script with the numbers to get on the right lines with these people, don't say, well, I called one time and it didn't. Keep calling. Especially if you're supposed to call in the rising. I'd rather you call in the morning than you call in late afternoon.
Late afternoon when they're all burnt out and deal with all the people that curse them out. Yeah.
Yeah, call in the rising because you're going to have nicer people. They just coming in. It's shift change. And if you do credit, when you learn credit, you learn this early in the game. This is old. You know what I'm saying? That's an old method. The phone method is one of the greatest methods because you got to understand, it don't matter. You send in certified mail, registered mail. It's taking 30 to 45 days. Instead of sitting here waiting for these letters, they're going to get there. We're tracking the letters. But this is the point where we're going to update name, date, address, delete old addresses, delete employment. Right, boom. We're going to go down. Even on the phone, you can get your inquiries off, too. You drop down. You got your credit monitoring profile up. You're looking at the inquiries not connected. Those are only inquiries getting on. Boom, that's it. Now you're done. That's going to take, they're going to say it's going to take up to 72 hours. But
so let me follow up here. Let me follow up here, Yoda. Let me follow up here real quick. I'm going to bring it back over to this repo. So right now, what I'm telling them is the masterclass I have coming up on the 15th, right? It's the How to Get Paid for Bad Credit Masterclass. If anybody's disputing right now, stop. Don't do anything else. Don't make another call about an inquiry. These are things that you can potentially get paid off once you learn the specialized skill. So this is one of the reasons why we're going over repo, because today is, okay, how do you get paid for repossession and what are the common repossession violations that can, one, lead to you getting paid for the repo, two, getting the repossession deficiency balance either squashed or vacated, or in some cases just zeroed out and deleted from your consumer reports. So a lot of most people don't even know that when 90% of repossessions that happen illegally. And when I say illegally, it happens when the agent, which is the repossession company, breaks the law. So the first one we were speaking about was the breach of peace. What is the breach of peace, and how does a repossession agent break the breach of peace when they are repoing a vehicle, right? All you need under UCC 9, Article 6, Part 6, is one violation. You don't need a million. For you to get paid potentially for a repossession, all you need is potentially one violation. And I'm going to give you guys the 7 most common violations. So if you experience or you know anyone that experienced any one of these violations, y'all need to be on the masterclass on the 15th. And Yoda, I hope you can join too. I'm going to be dropping some gems, bro. So I hope you can join the masterclass.
Yeah, I'll be in there, man.
So the first one is breach of peace, Yoda, right? What is breach of peace? Breach of peace is where, let me give you a few scenarios. Let's say Yoda has a M6, right? And let's say now Yoda's been behind for the last 3 to 6 months, and Capital One issued out a repossession order, whether by court or they're doing it without a court order, because it can be with both. They don't need a court order to repossess the vehicle. Some of y'all think They need a court order to do it. No, they don't. It can be repossessed without a court order as long as there's no breach of peace. That's the condition. So if there's a breach of peace, it is now a violation, right? So Yoda has the M6 parked in his driveway, but Yoda has a gated. You know when you got a fence around your house, Yoda, and it's gated?
Yeah.
If they open your gate, if your gate is closed, and they open your gate to come onto your property and take the vehicle, that is a breach of peace. Right? So let's say now Yoda has the M6 in his driveway. Not in the driveway, in his garage. And the garage door is closed, but his gate is open. If the gate is open, they can go onto the property. But if the garage door is closed, they cannot open the garage door. That is a breach of peace. If Yoda sees them taking the vehicle and he says, hey, I protest, stop this repossession. This is, if there's any altercation, it's a breach of peace. So I want you guys to think of all the scenarios where you've seen people in the car, people jumping on the car, people cursing with the repo. All those are breaches of peace. Those repossessions happened illegally, and it's not only a violation of state repossession laws, but it's also a violation of federal repossession laws. So that's the breach of peace. Consumer objection. What does this mean? Even though creditors and their repossession agents have the right to take a vehicle, if the consumer is past due on their auto loan, they may not start a car repossession the vehicle if the consumer objects. There are no magic words required here. So any words that indicate the consumer objection are sufficient. And if the consumer does object, the repo man must stop and try again at a different time. So if the agent refuses to honor this objection and continues, the consumer laws may be taken and you can sue them for this. So 9 times out of 10, these repo guys, they will tell you, oh, you need to pay us a drop fee. No, guys, that's against the law. If the vehicle is being repossessed and you object to the repossession, you do not have to pay no drop fee. They're supposed to drop the vehicle. The repossession has now violated a breach of peace. It is now an illegal repossession. You don't need to pay anything for them to drop it. So if they continue the repossession, this is where the cell phones come in handy. Y'all are walking around with them anyway. This is where you start recording stuff. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Record the incident, record the interaction, because this recording will be used as evidence when you're going after the company for remedy. So for those of you that are just joining, if you're on Instagram, comment the word paid. I am launching a brand new program, the Consumer Law Connoisseur, where the sole purpose of this new program is teaching you guys how to potentially get paid for violations, right? This is the only purpose of this program, to teach you guys how to get paid. That is it. There's nothing else. The program's main focus is how to get paid. So if you're on Instagram and you want to be a part of the 25 elite persons that I'm taking under for this program, just comment the word paid. Comment the word paid and be a part of this program. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, you're look at the screen and you'll see text the word paid to 917-993 5238. Yes, AM Fit couple. Yes, that's the purpose of this program. Text paid to 917-993-5238. All right. So what's the second most common the third, trespassing. All right. Earlier I used an example with Yoda. So most finance agreements provide that the finance company can come into your property and take vehicle if you default on your auto loan. Even if your contract has this provision, like consumer protection law does not allow finance company or their agencies to break into locked yards or garages. We just spoke about that in the example with Yoda. So the right to take a car back if a consumer has defaulted on an auto loan terms does not give financial institutions the right to destroy unrelated property like fences, locks, and doors by breaking into closed garage or yard. The repo agent may be committing a crime of criminal trespass and breaking and entering, both of which can be serious. So if a repossession agent wants to access a locked area, they must secure the consumer's permission or else risking violating the law and committing a breach of peace. The creditor cannot wipe out your consumer rights even if the contract allows it. So when I say, ladies and gentlemen, it's important that you are aware. It is important that you are aware of what your rights are. Guys, this is 7 ways for you to get paid for repossessions, right? What I'm giving you right now, the 7 most common mistakes that happen in repossession, this is actually 7 ways for you to get paid for repossession violations. You're welcome. So number 4, right? Number 4 is repossessing an occupied vehicle. Yeah, no problem, Yoda. Thanks for stopping by, bro. We appreciate you. Guys, can y'all drop some fire in the chat for Yoda? Shout out to my guy, Credit Yoda, always giving great insights. Like, dude has been the same since I met him. Dude has been authentically himself. Drop some fire in the chat for the Credit Yoda, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, repossessing an occupied vehicle. Repossessing an occupied vehicle. So, let's see what's going on here. Traffic laws prohibit passengers on towed vehicle. So you would think that no company would repossess an occupied vehicle. Even so, a repo man who continues to be frustrated in their efforts have resorted to this practice, hooking up occupied vehicles to their tow trucks. In most instances, this practice violates more than the motor vehicle code, intentionally causing contact with an occupied vehicle can be battery, and moving an occupied vehicle may constitute a kidnapping. Okay, listen to this. If you are in the vehicle and the repo man is repoing the vehicle with you in there, that can be constituted as kidnapping. You are being kidnapped, right? It is a violation of your rights. It is a violation of the law. All right. So y'all, some of y'all are being kidnapped by repo mans out here. All right. So, where were we? In most instances, more than vehicle, intentionally causing contact with an occupied vehicle, can be battery, and so intentionally causing contact with an occupied vehicle. So if a repo truck makes contact with an occupied vehicle, that can constitute battery. My repo guy hooked the car with me still in there at work and would not put it down. It was so embarrassing. A lot of my Brianna. Does anybody have it on tape? Did anyone record it, Brianna? Brianna, did anyone record that incident? Did anyone record that incident, Brianna? Brianna, make sure you're on the masterclass. Brianna, make sure you are on the masterclass. I'll be going over this specifically for you. Find out if any of your coworkers recorded the repossession process. Find out if any of your coworkers had recorded it and see if you can get the recording. Very important. So if the repo guy, right? If the repo agent hooks their vehicle up to your vehicle and you're in it, that constitutes battery. All right? If the repossession guy repossesses the vehicle with you in it, then that's kidnapping. What about if your car gets repoed from a repair shop? That's different because we have to prove different things. Was the repair shop closed? Was it open? Was there any protest? Like there's things now you would have the video cut out. Golly. All right, even if the video cut out, you can still have an affidavit done and you can have witnesses. Okay, Brianna? So if you can find witnesses and you can get an affidavit done, a sworn affidavit done regarding the issue of what happened, you can still use it and you can use your co-workers as witness. All right. All right. So intentionally causing contact with an occupied vehicle, this can be battery, and moving an occupied vehicle may constitute kidnapping. Both of these are serious crimes and constitutes breach of peace that can turn a lawful repossession into an illegal one. Threats of force. I'm talking about the video. Okay. Why people keep saying you a scam? I still bought the letters. People can say whatever they want to say. Markel. Just look me up, bro. Just look me up. I'm out here in these streets giving free game. Go on YouTube. Go check me out, Markel. Tell you what, too. Let me give you one better. Join the masterclass, Markel. Join the masterclass, and you can come to your own conclusion. Guys, you gotta if you don't have haters, it means you're not doing anything. You're not. All right? If you don't have haters, you're not doing anything. So people will always start on Markel. So all you got to do is your due diligence. If I'm doing a class, come check out the class and make your own conclusion. You get what I'm saying? People will always say stuff, man. There's just so much negative people out there in the world. To join the master class, comment the word class. For those of you that wants to join the master class, just drop the word class in the chat. If you're on Instagram, comment the word class if you want to be a part of the master class. Comment the word class. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, text the word class. So if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, text the word class to 917-993-5238. Text the word class to 993-5238. If you're on Instagram, all you got to do is comment the word class. Daraine, please can you repeat what you were telling me about my situation? The live cutout. My repo guy hooked the car with me, still in it at work. Okay, so if the repo guy hooked the car up with you still at work and you're in the car, they connected their car to your car while you're still in it. That's battery, right? And if they move the vehicle, meaning they start driving and you're in it, that's kidnapping. So what I'm asking and what I was saying is, Brianna, was there any of your co-workers that saw that videoed the event? Does anyone have it recorded? Right? And if there is no recording, but you have witness, do a sworn affidavit about what happened. All right? And then you can always call on the witnesses to testify. That's what I was saying. You can sue them. Yes. Yes, you can. Beyond Keys, you are correct. She can sue. Yes. So for those of you that want to be a part of the masterclass, all you got to do is comment. A lot of people saw. Very good, Brianna. Just find out if any one of them has the recording. If somebody has the recording, that's going to work in your favor tremendously. All right. So the masterclass is going down June 15th. That's next week. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to be a part of this masterclass. Bro, will you teach how to sue collection companies and banks when they don't want to remove late payments? Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing in the course. The course that you see here that says paid, this is what I am going to be teaching. I already have my ticket. Let's go. I'll be going over it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over the process, and then I'll be teaching that process inside the program that I'm going to launch. All right. Oh, where were we? We're at number 5, right? The fifth common mistake. So let's go to number 5. Threats of force. Most repossession. I won my case, then lost my case on a charge off. I know I'm doing to vacate judgment. Okay. Threats of force. Most repossession companies will attempt to repossess an auto loan when no one is present. While the consumer is asleep, at work, or shopping, in some instances, through the repossession agent does not want to wait for the consumer to leave the vehicle unattended, or cannot access the vehicle without the consumer's help. In these cases, repossession agents might ask the consumer to provide access to the vehicle for the keys so they can drive the vehicle rather than call a tow truck. If the consumer refuses, tempers can flare and trouble can result. In those cases, it is not uncommon to see the participants begin to threaten the use of force, with consumers attempting to defend their car and repossession agents attempting to enforce the right to take the vehicle. No matter who starts the threat, if violence becomes a possibility, then the repossession must stand down. The repossession agent must stand down and leave the scene. Continuing a repossession that has turned violent is a breach of peace. I bought everything you have. This is my third challenge, and I can say that you are freaking the best. Thank you very much, Anthony. I really, really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. All right. Now we're going to go to number 6. Number 6 is police involvement, right? Police involvement. Most repossession agencies, right, will not attempt to take car without first notifying the police. The repo companies do this to ensure that a law enforcement do not mistake their agents for car thieves and accidentally shoot or arrest them. While notifying the police is good practice that helps prevent unfortunate mistakes, police involvement can go beyond what the law allows. Police are charged with keeping the peace and ensuring the safety of everyone in their jurisdiction. Often, repossessions, the police believe that this duty goes beyond safety and keeping the peace. Instead, police sometimes believe that it is their job to assist the repo man in taking the vehicle by instructing consumers to turn over vehicles or opening locked garages. So sadly, most police departments have yet to learn that this is not their job, and they have no legal authority to help in this way. These actions by police operates as curbside courtrooms and are illegal. Most importantly, not only are police prohibited from helping in repossession, repo agents in Michigan are not allowed to ask for this help. By using police to help, repo agents open themselves up to claims of civil rights violations as well as violations of collection law, because now this police officer is acting in a debt collector capacity, which they are not. They are not a debt collector, so they have no right instructing the consumer to, they have no right in aiding the repossession agent to collect on an item that they have no business collecting on. The police, they're not a debt collector. So they shouldn't be doing debt collector activities. That makes sense? All right. And then number 7. If you have received, I've deleted 2 collections and 1 charge off because of you and Herman. I'm truly grateful. Shout out to Brianna. Shout out to Herman. I am glad you are taking action. That's amazing stuff. So I'm going to wrap up number 7. Then we're going to go into remedies for wrongful repossession, and then we're going to close out. All right. So let's go into number 7. The 7th most common repossession violation: spot delivery or yo-yo sale. If you have received a call from a dealership after purchasing a new or used car, telling you that your financing has fallen through and you need to sign a new loan agreement, you may be the victim of a spot delivery scam. Dealers regularly mishandle the financing process for consumers, leaving them without a financing company. In many cases, after the consumer has bought the car home, the car dealer will tell the consumer that they must pay a higher interest rate or bigger down payment or a more expensive monthly payment. These demands may come with a threat that unless the consumer agrees to the new contract, they will lose their car, their down payment, and any trade line they have given. If the consumer resists, the car may be repossessed on the next day. This is known as a spot delivery scam or yo-yo sale, and it is illegal in Michigan. In some extreme cases, the dealer will reclaim the vehicle using repossession, threat of arrest, or tricking the consumer into returning the vehicle to the dealer when the dealer is ready, and they yank the consumer back to the dealership like a yo-yo at the end of the string. Guys, let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. If I go to a dealership, right? If I go to a dealership and I get a car, and they're telling me tomorrow to bring that car in because the financing fell through, I'm letting y'all know, no, I'm not bringing that shit back in. I'm not. That's not my problem. You go fix that. I'm not bringing in no car. The financing fell through. I have the car. No, I'm keeping that car. One, you have my promissory note. The finance charge was generated. I am not bringing that car back. Ain't no shame in my game, baby. I am not bringing it back. I'm not. Not my business. I concluded my part of the sale. You're supposed to do yours. I'm not bringing it back. That is my car. No, no, no. Not doing it. I am not bringing it back. So for those of you that wants to bring it back, that's, go ahead. That's y'all. I'm not bringing it back. I'm not. And I'm being honest and transparent. I don't care. I'm not bringing it back. You have to come and get it. I am not bringing it back. Nope. And then I'm going to get you for repossession violation because I know exactly how to set it up so you violate the repossession laws. So not only am I going to take you to court, I'm going to get a bag off of you too. How about that? How about that part? Man, please help me. They did that to me, bro, like in October last year. Bro, you get on the masterclass. Boss B Angle, get on the masterclass. Get on the masterclass. Get on, guys. I'm telling you, the masterclass is going to be specific. It's not like the challenge where I'm teaching you how to delete stuff. That's not what I'm teaching you on this masterclass. The purpose of the masterclass is how to get paid. The purpose of the masterclass is how to get paid. That's it. How to get paid. I'm needing to learn about how to get in my repo deleted off my credit report. It's been charged off and closed, but I never got a 1099-C. Golden, Lysandra Golden, look at your screen. Send me a text message. Text the word class. So you need to be at the masterclass. Text the word class to 917 993-5238. Text the word class to 917-993-5238 and we'll get it going there. What's going on, Sylvia?
What's up, King? What's up?
Talk to me.
You called me earlier, but dang, you're on a new topic that's related to me.
Yeah, today we're talking about repo.
Yeah, new question. Okay, so it's kind of like you could say repo. So like a while back, and this is on my credit, I've been trying to get this off, man. They're so I feel like they're crooks. Got a car a week later, almost got smushed by an 18-wheeler, and they took the basically they said the car was totaled, that I needed to come and leave another down payment and then pick another car. Like I honestly felt like there was
No.
exactly right.
All right. So did they? So it's total. Okay. Was it written off as paid?
I don't believe so. No.
What do you know if the account turned negative?
Yeah, it is. It's on my credit.
It's still on your report. Okay. All right. You can still go back after them. So the first thing is truth in lending, the finance charge. The finance charge has an insurance policy. Gap insurance is also included in your finance charge. So if a week later the vehicle got totaled, the gap insurance should have covered the vehicle in its totality. Right? So that should have kicked in. So this is where we're talking about now deceptive marketing and them willfully withholding information from you regarding that fact, right? The next thing is a down payment for another vehicle. Well, one vehicle, so that vehicle is paid off. So the part with the down payment for another vehicle, it's a little gray area. However, you can use consumer law strategies to get your down payment back. So even if you give a down payment, you can still go and get your down payment back.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah. Because I felt like that whole situation was sketch, man. I was like, nah, man. Like,
no, it is sketch because you should have been told about the insurance premium that is built into your finance charge, gap insurance included, that's supposed to be able to cover the vehicle. If the vehicle is total, gap insurance should have paid the vehicle off. You should have not have a negative mark on your report at all.
Yeah. I need to sign up for the class. They call me today, but I want the mentorship, bro. I don't want the class. I want the mentorship.
You want the mentorship? All right. Yeah. DM me your name. And I think if you specialize in this repo area, I think it's going to be really, really good for you. You don't have to do everything else. You can make repossession your own specialty. And I'll teach you everything I know about repo. Right? So we're talking about getting paid for repo, deleting repos from people's credit. Like you can specialize in that alone. You could be the repo queen. Like you don't need, like I tell people all the time, you don't need everything in credit. With your background in automotive, you just specialize in repo.
There you go.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
DM me your name. Yeah, DM me your name, your email address, and your phone number, and I'll have my team reach out to you. I got you. Most definitely. All right. Shout out to Sylvia. Welcome to the community. I think Sylvia is about to join the community. So let's drop some fire. Let's welcome her in the chat. I have the same situation. They are saying I still owe on the car. It's total. And now they want to take my insurance check. Oh, hell no. So Beyond Keys, just make sure you guys, like this type of stuff, y'all need to be in the university. Like you're not going to get full strategies on a live. There's just not enough time. Like stuff like these guys where you, like, you're seeing your situation right now as, what's the word I'm looking for? You're seeing it now as an issue, right? You're seeing it now as pain. You're seeing it now as something negative in your life. But what if your problem could actually be the solution to your financial situation, and you can use the skills you're about to learn to help other people like you? I want you to think about it from that angle. Some of you are thinking that, oh my God, this is happening to me right now. The whole world is crashing. Well, what if What if your unfortunate situation right now is the catalyst that you needed to become financially free? Guys, whatever issues you're having with credit, to every chaos, there's an opportunity. Everything that is going wrong right now in your life, there is an opportunity attached to it. And the opportunity is, can I see the other side of the coin? So, not because it's happening to me and it feels negative, it doesn't mean that I cannot master this and take it and make it an asset where I can help other people that's having the same issue. So just give it, sometimes just when we change the things we look at, the things we look at also changes. Let's change our perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Let's change the way we look at things. Your chaos, your catastrophe can actually be an opportunity for you to be amazing at something that you thought was in your life to cause you destruction. Hands down, hands down. All right, impact of profit always for me. I stand with the people. Let's go. Paid, paid. All right, I'm seeing that. They won't release the title. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the mentorship. I was going to use my insurance money to be in the university. We have down payment plans. We have payment plans. We'll work on it. So we have to go back from the beginning. All right, but make sure you get in touch with your insurance agency. All right. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the closing time. It is the weekend. I got military training. I need to go get ready. So I'm about to skedaddle out of here. Link a good attorney that will help with these issues, because all of them so much, especially on Legal Shield, doesn't. So we'll be going over a few things. So before we go, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, just to make sure that everybody's tracking what's going on. How to get paid for bad credit masterclass. This is going down June 15th. All right. This is happening June 15th. Now, the masterclass is going to be outlining what we're going to do. We have a course, a new program. I'm launching a new program. This program is called Consumer Law Connoisseur. The program name is irrelevant, but what is the purpose of the program? That's the most important part. The purpose of the program is to, like, we're tunnel vision. The only focus of this program is how to get paid for items on your credit. That's it. Violations on your credit. How do you get paid for it? It's a 4-month program. It's a 4-month program. The only purpose is teaching you how to find violations, how to dispute it correctly, and how to get paid. That's the focus of the program. The program has no other focus but for you getting paid. That's the objective. All right? So for those of you that have not signed up for the masterclass, if you're on Instagram, comment the word class. If you're on Instagram, comment the word class. All right? If you're on Instagram, if you are on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, text the word class, right? Text the word class to 917-993-5238. Text the word class to 917-993-5238. All right. Now, the program that I'm talking about, guys, that I'm only taking 25 people in this program. This program, the first 25 people to sign up and secure their seats, these will be the first 25 people that I'll be working with in this new program that I am launching. The program is how do you get paid for bad credit? That's the only focus of the program. So in order to be a part of this program, if you're on Instagram, comment the word paid. If you want to be a part of this program, comment the word paid. If you are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all you got to do is send me a text message, text the word paid to 917-993-5238. Just text the word paid to 917-993-5238. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get out of here. I gotta go get ready. I got training. I will see y'all over the weekend. So from your favorite island boy, y'all know what time it is. I'ma see y'all later. See you later, alligator.